What's up guys, Mike here, the Detroit Borg with a look at the watchOS 2 beta. So this is the very first beta of the second generation of watchOS that is launching this fall. Right now we're in the beta process, so of course things will change. Now in case you're not aware, the original apps on watchOS do not install directly on the watch, they actually work on the phone. So the phone handles the logic and pushes it to the watch, which slows things down. So now we're putting apps directly on the watch, which will dramatically improve performance. So generally speaking, watchOS 2 gives the watch a little more autonomy. Apps can access Wi-Fi directly to pull data instead of going through your phone. Fitness apps can run independently. HomeKit and HealthKit can be accessed directly from your watch, and third-party apps can access the speaker and microphone on the watch, as well as playback short-form video. Now, one of the big new changes is the new watch faces that are available with watchOS 2, and the big one is time-lapse. So this is the new watch face you can pick from the selector here. So with time-lapse, you can select a number of cities or locations. So you can go to customize here. So Mac Lake is the first one, so if you want a nature scene. New York, Hong Kong, London, Shanghai. Now these are 24-hour time-lapse videos. And the great thing about this time-lapse is that because it's 24 hours, when you glance at your watch face, so it's 6:19 right now, that's exactly where this time-lapse picked up. So if you glance at night, you'll see the night scene for New York. Of course, if you continue watching it, you'll see the entire time-lapse. We can also add a photo album watch face. So if I go to create a new album and cycle through to photo album, I can select this watch face. And then every time you twist your wrist or wake up the watch face, you'll get a new photograph from your albums. Now, if you want a still photograph for your photo album that doesn't change, you can go to your photo gallery and select a photograph. So for example, if I like this photograph, I can tap and hold on it and create a watch face. Now, if I want to customize this or change the watch face, I can tap and hold on it and I can go to customize. So I can zoom in and out if I want to crop the image, or I can zoom all the way out to select a different image from my favorite gallery. Now, we're all pretty familiar with watch face complications. Basically, they're little widgets or pieces of information that appear on watch faces, which are quickly glanceable. So if you want to jump to your weather conditions, you can do so from the watch face, and that's highly customizable. But we now have third-party support for watch face complications. Right now, those are not available here, but you could potentially add, for example, a charging icon for your electric car or something like that. Also new with watchOS 2 is something called time travel. But basically, this allows you to use the digital crown to advance the clock so we can see future calendar events, future weather conditions, and more. Fitness remains a priority, so Activity can now track third-party apps. So third-party app fitness activity will now contribute to your activity level, which is quite nice. Now, if you force press on the Activity app, we now have a weekly summary as well as change move goals right here. So if you want to see your weekly summary of the current week, you can do so here. Siri also has a new animation very similar to iOS 9. Launch the weather glance. So as you can see, that's a new feature within Siri. We can now launch one of the glances from voice. Speaking of glances, we do have a new icon here. This is an airplane icon. Right now it's not active, but eventually this will be used for something. We can also use Siri to start a new workout session. Start an indoor run for 5 miles. So we started a new workout session, and if you want the screen to remain active, you can actually lock the screen like so. Now you can also reply to email messages in addition to reading them. So I can reply to them in a number of ways. I can use emojis, or I can use one of the canned messages, or I can use voice. This is a test of voice dictation, period. It works very similar to that of iOS 9, including the waveform, period. The Friends app has also been updated, so if you have more than 12 friends, you now have multiple groups that you can create here. You can also add friends directly from the app. Previously, you had to go to the phone to do this, so you can add from your available contacts. Digital Touch has also been updated here, so you can now draw sketches in multiple colors, and you have your color selector up here, so you can select a variety of colors and just go ahead and let that send off. Now, just like on iOS 9, Passbook has been replaced by the Wallets app, and this will load your credit cards, your rewards cards, and all that is accessible from your watch. watchOS 2 also adds FaceTime audio, so in addition to placing a phone call, you can now place a FaceTime audio call. Another new feature with watchOS 2 is nightstand mode. So if the watch is charging and it's laying on its side, the side without the buttons, it will turn into a night clock, which you have to wake up by touching it, so it's not on persistently. Now the display is pretty simple. It shows you the date and time and your pending alarms. You can't interact with it to check notifications or anything like that throughout the night. Now when the alarm goes off, you can use the side buttons to either turn it off or snooze it. watchOS 2 only works with iOS 9, and one of the new features with iOS 9 is the ability to track your watch battery life directly on the phone from the notification shade. We also get an updated Apple Watch app. So one of the changes includes a new layout, slightly tweaked here. We also get a new complications section. This allows us to manage the third-party apps that are pushing complications to your watch faces. Under Friends, this is where you can manage your groups. So you can name your group if you want or add contacts. Under Activity, you can also mute coaching. So if you don't receive those annoying notifications for one day, you can mute it for one day only. Now, if you want to turn off nightstand mode, you can do so under General. If you scroll down here, you'll find nightstand mode here, which you can toggle on and off. Alrighty guys, so that is my quick look at what's new with watchOS 2. Obviously, the biggest one is native third-party apps, which will make a huge difference for this watch. But in the meantime, we're going to go through the beta process over the summer and things will change. And if anything comes up, I'll keep you posted. So thanks for watching and I'll see you again in the next video.